when you're dealing with fabrics, there are all sorts of strangenesses and different ways of approaching it. And one of them a couple that are particularly interesting to me, is fabric like these, which were produced in this country for export to Africa. We don't have that kind of textile industry anymore, and most of the fabrics that are like this are produced in China or maybe the Far East.
And this one has words in it now?
Yes, and many of them have just patterns, but others have words in them so that we can date accurately when the fabric was produced. For example, these pieces of fabric were produced for the second Festival of Black Arts and Culture held in Lagos in Nigeria in 1972.
Excellent.
And the way that they came to be here in England is that when you're processing textiles, you have to sew with the end of one piece of fabric to the end of another piece of fabric so that it goes through the processing, and you have to cut them apart when you get to the other end. And you end up with a piece of cloth that has a seam running all the way through it. This is called an end fent, and these are put in a waste bin, and these were being sold in the 1970s in Bristol as dusters, but they are clearly something that you could use for making patchwork, and that's probably a better end use than being made into a duster. It doesn't have to be just the fabrics, though. You can also use the same fabrics to illustrate different kinds of
This is incredible. That's lovely. Now it's good test on the eyes. That one, it's lovely.
This piece is again made from fabrics. The dark coloured ones are made from fabrics that were printed for export to Africa, but they've been incorporated into a rather different kind of patchwork, and this is a pattern called tumbling blocks for fairly obvious reasons.
Thank you very much. Lovely. Thank you.